Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I just wanted to film a quick, easy, chill makeup look for you. I know there's those days where maybe you have to go out, run errands, and you want to put something on your face. It's not everybody, but you know, if you are a makeup addict and you want something to go out and about, you know, usually I'll wear this makeup look and put on like my super cool Adidas gear, like your errand Adidas gear, where it's like, oh, if I see someone I still look cool, but you know, whatever, it's still kind of chill. It's one of those makeup looks. But especially I know I wore this last week because I wanted to test out the new Benefit Bad Gal Bang mascara. It's supposed to be super crazy, and I was like, you know what, I can't wait to try this out. So this is the type of look I'll usually go for when I don't want to wear false lashes and just a mascara. Check the description down below so you can see the full review of the Benefit Bad Gal Bang mascara. But if you guys also want to see this look, this is probably like, if you've seen my tutorials, you've seen most makeup tutorials, this is definitely like a minimized makeup look. Super easy. I'm using a bunch of some of my favorite products, especially the Modern Renaissance palette, but there's not really much going on. But every time I kind of wear this like super easy look, people are like, oh my god, what eyeshadow palette are you using? I was like, it's Modern Renaissance. Just using a couple, like 1, 2, 3, 4, this little quad area. You don't even need to use this highlight shade. That's all I use on my eyes. You can even just use 1 or 2 of these colors. It's really easy. I know some people enjoy the glam looks, but it's also good to have like a really nice laid back look. You can use this. This could be your everyday look for work. This is something I'll use for work where ain't nobody got time to do makeup, but you know, sometimes you want to do a little something. This can also just be your everyday look, Monday through Friday for work, or just your Saturday through Sunday look, whatever you want it to be. It's real quick, easy peasy. Hopefully maybe you already have some of these products in your makeup collection, and also these would all fit in a makeup bag as opposed to some of the other looks I do. So if you guys want to check it out, then just keep on watching. Hey guys, so first I'm going to go ahead and actually switch it up and do my foundation first. I am using the Nars Radiant Longwear foundation, which I actually just did a full review and demo on. I'll link that video down below if you guys have been curious about this foundation. I'll give you a little sneak peek. It's actually not my favorite, so when doing a more like laid back look like this, I want to focus a little bit more on the skin, so I'll definitely go for something a little bit more luminous and hydrating. So I would probably normally use my favorite foundations like the Milani Conceal and Perfect, or my True Match Lumi, or even my other like high-end ones. Just a little background on this foundation in general, but we're just going to use that for today. Then I'm going to go in with the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. And then I'm not going too crazy on this as I would normally do with a glam look, but just still kind of highlighting and adding that dimension to the face with this concealer. I do have a review on this as well if you guys want to check that out. Check the description box. But if you notice, I'm doing my face first in this tutorial, just because we're really not going to do too much with the eyes. I definitely, especially if this is probably part of like a 5-minute, 10-minute makeup look, so I'll definitely do the areas most important, like my face, then concealer. We'll move on to brows, and whatever I get to but this is very minimal makeup, so I'm definitely focusing on the facial features, dimension, contour, bronzer, stuff like that in this video. I'm just blending that out with my beauty blender. And then for something just quick and easy, I'll just take my overall face powder, my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, and I will just set the areas of my face that need setting, like underneath my eyes, the concealer. I'll just go in with my beauty blender just to, you know, eliminate any creasing, and then go in with the powder. Just something I try to do in case it creased in between, since I do have those fine lines under powder for this step. But I was just saving some time. Here I'm going in with my Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil. I love this brow pencil. I think it's only like $5 as well. Really cheap. Also did a full-on review. So many reviews and demos if you want to know a little bit more about these products, but this has definitely been a favorite of mine. I mentioned in my January favorites video, I love it so much. Like, really affordable. This is great for that really quick and easy brow. Like, you're not looking for precision, you just want to get your brows on, but you still want them to look on point. So this is great for me. I have brown hairs, but I just got to add that extra definition, just some tweaking here and there. Mine is in the shade medium brown. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm just going to go ahead and start off and take that shade Raw Sienna with a large fluffy brush, and I'm just going to put this all around my crease. You can honestly just use this color or just use a bronzer, but whenever I wear this, like, people ask me like, oh my god, what eyeshadow palette are you wearing? And it's always the Modern Renaissance palette. If you haven't picked it up, you definitely should check it out. I love it so much. It's a go-to. Like, I need to buy these colors individually because I use them that often, especially for these very chill, relaxed looks. Then I'm going to go into the shade Tempera, and I'm just going to add this underneath my brow bone. You can totally skip this step. This is just a little bit of extraness, but I just want to highlight underneath the brow bone just because I am extra like that and I need my brow bone highlighted because, I mean, how do you go around without your brow bone highlighted? I mean, you can get through a day like that, but you know, sometimes you're like, God, I wish I would have highlighted underneath my brow bone. So that's what this step is for, but totally not needed. Going back into the palette, and as you can see, I love the shade Burnt Orange. Taking a smaller fluffy brush, I believe this is a Morphe M433, and this is going directly into my crease just to kind of warm this eye look up a little bit more. And honestly, you can maybe even skip Raw Sienna and maybe just even go in with this Burnt Orange shade. I love it so much. Like, I'm not looking forward to the day that I hit pan unless I do have this shade in another Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palettes that I have. If not, like, I would totally just buy this shade in its own. I think it's just really pretty. It's complementary. You can build it up. You can kind of blend it out. Now I'm just going in with that fluffy brush that I started off with in the beginning. No additional product. I am just blending out the transition shade, the crease shade, and underneath the brow bone just to blow it out a little bit more and just give it that seamless transition so it doesn't look choppy or anything. Now I'm just going to go back into the palette with that shade Golden Ochre, and I'm just going to add this to my lid. I kind of like this shade. It's not totally white. It has a lot of pigments, which is nice, so it stands out, especially on the lid. I like this as my lid shade for a look like this, or you can even use this for underneath your brow bone as well, just to kind of highlight if you want more maybe of a matte highlight and less of like kind of like a shimmer. So this is definitely a really beautiful complementary color. I'm just going to add this to my lid, and then going back in, you can add a little bit of Burnt Orange and just blending that lid shade in with my crease shade as well, just so you have that nice seamless blend. I mean, depending if this is a 5-minute makeup, you won't be doing as much blending, but if you got the time to blend, go ahead and blend your eyeshadow. Then I'm just going to take that same brush, add a little bit more Burnt Orange, and I'm just going to add that underneath on my lower lash line. You can use a pencil brush for precision, but I'm, you know, kind of in a hurry here. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just kind of having that little bit of messiness underneath totally goes with the chill vibes of this look, and you can leave it blank depending on your preference. Then I'm just going to go in additional step. If you want, you had a little bit extra time, I'm going in with the Rimmel Scandal Eyes in the shade Nude, and this is just going to help open up my eyes a little bit more. So I'm not using as many products, but these little extra steps to highlights will definitely make a difference if you have the time. Then going back into my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish and a dual fiber brush, I'm very lightly just setting this foundation, concentrating outside the areas of my face. Going in with my Colourpop bronzer, not specifically doing contouring, not too much time to do contouring. I like to go in with a bronzer. It's a little bit quicker, but it adds that warmth and dimension back to the face. You can totally skip bronzer, but I would definitely just recommend it, just, you know, especially when you just have one foundation shade. It just kind of like blanks you out. You lose your cheekbone dimension, so I'm just kind of adding that with the bronzer. You can also do contour if you want, but I think for me, bronzer is enough. Ain't nobody got time to contour today. Actually, I think when I was doing this makeup look, I thought I had less time than I did, and then I was done. I was like, oh, whatever, we're done, I guess. But I was like, oh, I could have done way more with my face for that day. But I was like, you know what? It's the Sunday chill day. Let's just keep it chill. So just adding that bronzer, and I love this Colourpop bronzer because it actually has like a sheen to it. So you can just kind of like, it just gives you that extra glow. And I was just kind of showing you the difference one side of bronzer makes as opposed to like no bronzer. So you just see like a little bit more shaping to the face, even if it's just bronzer. Contour doing extra shaping to the face, especially if you have a round face like me. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my Lorac Prism blush. This is probably like my go-to, my favorite blush. I love the formula. I love the color. It's like a nice warm peach shade. You can definitely build it up, but just a little bit of this goes a long way. And I'm actually using my Colourpop. This is an angled brush. I love this for contouring and or a blush. So just adding that to my cheeks. Then I'm just going to go in with that same dual fiber brush, and I'm just blending everything out, just like the eyes. You want a seamless transition, kind of want that around the face as well. Then I'm going to go in with my Colourpop blush, and here Kitty. I'm just going to add this to the high points of my face. You can definitely, you know, skip or add highlighter. I like to add highlighter just to give my skin a healthy glow, especially if I'm not doing much else, you know, with the eyes or anything. I definitely want to focus on the face. So I'll add a little bit of extra highlight. Sometimes I don't. And then I'm upset at myself for not adding highlight. It's like, damn, I could have had highlight for today. Makeup problems, let me tell you about them. But you know what? You probably already know about them. Then I'm going to go ahead and set my face. Well, I'm actually gonna, this isn't setting my face, this is adding that extra like airbrush finish, just kind of hydrating my face with some Max Fix Plus. And I'm adding some on my Beauty Blender. I've really been liking just kind of adding my Fix Plus, but then also kind of dabbing it in with my Moist Beauty Blender with that extra Fix Plus, just to kind of give it that luminous finish, really melted into the skin, especially because I do have dry skin, so I want that luminous, that extra luminosity to my skin. Now to set it, I'm using the Milani Make It Last setting spray. It's only $10. This is probably one of my favorite setting sprays. This is like my second bottle already, and I'm probably going to need to get another one. Then I'm going to add my Kat Von D liquid lipstick, Everlasting liquid lipstick in the shade Ludwig. This is a really beautiful neutral pink. I love this shade for like my everyday color when I can't think of what lipstick to wear. This is definitely a go-to. I don't have to worry about retouching it as often. I love it. For my skin tone, I think Lolita is really beautiful as well if you have like more tan, darker skin tone as well. Then I'm using my Benefit Bad Gal Bang Mascara. I'll link down below the more in-depth review. You can really see it in action, see the difference that it makes for my lashes. But this has been a really great mascara for these days where I want to be minimal with everything else, but my lashes still stand out. What a difference that makes. Going back into my Colourpop highlights. An additional step you totally don't need to do, but you know, why not be extra with your minimal makeup? Just adding that to the inner corners of my eyes just to complete this look. And that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed something a little bit simpler, easier on the go. You can really even minimize the products and these steps that I'm doing here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.